Hi, I'm Sarah Sabin, and today, lucky people, I'm going to wax lyrical on one of my favourite topics, the new paradigm of leadership. So, I've asked a lot of people, what is your definition of leadership? And what I've observed is it is really difficult to define. So it seems that no two definitions are exactly the same, unless they literally went to a dictionary and looked it up there. So it means that there is an opportunity for us at this very interesting stage in our evolution to define or redefine what leadership means to us. Traditionally, leadership might have given you certain conjurings in your mind. So you might have thought of someone with a certain job title, working in a corporate, in a power suit, and they had a certain level of salary. And often people at the top of an organisation had a vast wealth of knowledge, and that was the basis of their authority, and that was the basis whereby they told other people what to do. Now, the problem with that is where you have a hierarchy where the decision-making and power is concentrated at the top, it makes decision-making slow. It means there is little space for new ideas and new innovation to come through. And this can often lead to disempowerment of employees because they feel like they can't really create any real impact or change themselves. So it's all very well having a suggestion box, but it's more of a token nod. It's not quite enough to create that sense of empowerment. And what we are seeing with everything that's going on with COVID is that businesses are having to make quick decisions, are having to adapt really quickly and to pivot and try things out in this kind of new normal that we have going on. And over the next 5 to 10 years, what I would expect to see is more of these non-agile businesses beginning to evaporate because they just can't cope with the fast-paced, exponentially changing nature of business. So, what does the new paradigm of leadership look like? Well, I expect that to have different definitions just like leadership does. But here's some of the hallmarks as it appears to me. A new paradigm of leadership means admitting that you don't know everything as a leader, letting go of control, delegating to your team, empowering your team, and building that real human-to-human, trust-based connection so that you can bring the best potential out of your team and the people around you. And that, in a nutshell, is through skills like emotional intelligence, so empathy, compassion, and listening. They're all really important skills, but it's more than that. It's getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. So being able to speak out and stand up when no one else will, being unafraid to say the things that no one else will when they need to be said. And, you know, it's about also telling people what they don't want to hear sometimes. So giving that negative feedback so that people can improve and they can learn from their mistakes. And the other really important point here is there is no innovation in a company. There is no fresh flow of ideas if there is no willingness to fail. So it's through our failures that we work out what works and what doesn't, and we can cut out what works and focus on what does work. And if you establish a culture that makes your employees comfortable with that, then they are going to be more comfortable and more empowered to take responsibility, to start behaving like a leader, and to make decisions and to try things out for themselves. So those are just some of the things that occur to me when I'm talking about the new paradigm of leadership. And I love doing workshops and masterclasses and speaking about this. And I would love to hear your ideas as well. So what do you think the new paradigm of leadership should be? What's your vision for it?